My name is Sean Thomas. There's a picture of me right there to scare the children out of the room so you can better concentrate. So that's what I look like. And today we're going to discuss how to fill out your PMP exam application at PMI.org. So first, of course, we must go to PMI.org. And if you have not done so, you do need to register. So you click on the register button in the top right corner, fill everything out, including creating a username and password. Be sure you hang on to that information, folks, and when you're done, you'll click Create Account. Once you have done that, just go back to PMI.org's main page and then go to Log In. I have created a fictitious account already, for which I will suffer certain doom, I have no doubt, which I will delete after this video. So I log in with my registered account. Once I log in, and the picture on your page might be very different when you are signing up, mind you, but you go to the top left area called Certifications and click on that. Once you do, this little area pops up, and this right here, Project Management Professional, if that's what you're filling out, go there. If you're going to a different one, say PMI ACP, Agile Certified Practitioner, then go to that one. Today we're going to look at PMP, Project Management Professional, so click it. It brings you to this page. On the far right side, there is a blue button called Apply Now. Click on that. Your page will look a little different from Larry's page here because yours will say Apply for PMP Credential. Because I already started this process with a previous class, it will say to me, continue working on it. That's because you can save your progress and close out your browser and come back at a later time after it's been saved and continue filling out the information. But again, yours will say apply for PMP credential. So click on that, and it brings you to these steps. You need to add a home address, so click Add Home Address and put your home address on here. And when you're done, you'll hit the Save button. Once you hit the Save button, you'll come back to this screen and it'll again say Add Work Address. You'll click on that and you'll add your work address and you'll click Save. Once you've done all that, you'll then go to the next screen after you click Save and it'll say Contact Information. You'll add an email and add a phone number, and then you'll save and continue once again. This button will illuminate orange once you have done that, and you click Save and Continue, and it takes you to Attained Education. You have to fill all of this out from the beginning to go through these steps. You don't want to jump around. Next, we'll go to Attained Education. This is made up. Again, do not put any of the information I have on my screen here. Please do not put this in your actual account. I've taught over 2,000 students, and every now and then someone will get confused, and which happens, and they'll say, do I put this information on your screen in mine, or do I put my information? And the answer is you put your information. Don't put anything I have specifically put. You just fill out the screen. Under Attained Education, did you graduate from a PMI GAC accredited university program? The answer is no. Click no. I attended another program. Okay? What you are putting here is the highest degree educationally that you have received. If you've received a bachelor's degree, that's what you're going to put here. The school name, country, address, city, zip code, what degree it was, bachelor's, associate's, high school diploma, or equivalent. You're putting the highest degree you have achieved only, the year you achieved it, and the field of study. If you're not sure what field to put, just put business. And click Save and Continue. And this brings us to requirements. Here's the overview page. We're going to cover all of that. Save and Continue. Now that we come to this page, eligibility worksheet, this is where the bulk of our work comes into play here. So you're going to want to first fill out PM experience, this blue one right here. Click on that. Your screen will be empty, but I've already added a few things. So let's go ahead and get rid of one of these. That way I'll have to add another one and you can follow me through it. So for a project title, look, being general is the way to fill out these applications, because if you get specific, you are assuming the human being at the Project Management Institute who reviews your application, if you use industry language, you are assuming that person speaks that industry's language. You cannot assume that because they will most likely audit you, which is not a big deal. People worry about getting audited, folks. It is not a big deal. Relax. You're not even going to remember this process we're going through right now once you get your credential. All you'll say is, listen to Sean, listen to your instructor. They'll walk you through it. Or watch that video he made, just like I did. So let's say I did user interface with biomedical technical engineering devices and streamlining processes. That's my project. You know what the title is going to be? I'm going to call it IT project. That's general and everyone can understand it. Start date. How do we figure out these dates? Well, let me show you something. I've already prepared a page to show you. You have to take whatever today's date is and make a timeline. Take out a piece of paper and just make a timeline. Okay, just like this. Write today's date. Really, you only need the month and the year. And then 8 years previous. So go 8 years back, just like I have here. Now, how do we calculate how much time we're going to put in to our application? Very simply. If you have a 4-year degree or better, you need to show 4,500 hours of project work over the last 8 years. If you have 7,500 hours, or excuse me, if you have less than a 4-year degree, you must show 7,500 hours or more over the last 8 years, respectively. How do we calculate work hours? The answer, very simply. If one work year is 50 weeks, now it's 52 weeks minus 2 weeks for vacation, holidays, etc. So 50 weeks out of the year times 40 hours per week gives you 2,000 work hours per year that you can pull project hours from. So, let's say you did an IT project or any project, and a project is what? Let's just keep this in mind for a second. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique service, product, or result. Think about that. A temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique service, product, or result. So you're either doing one of two things when you're working. Operations, which are day-to-day things, taking out the trash, turning on the power, going through software protocol that you do every morning. Those are day-to-day operations. Projects are temporary endeavors, something that has a start and a finish. We all have a lot of project experience to one degree or another, whether we realize it or not. And generality is the key to filling out this application. So let's go ahead and let's figure out one project as an example. Let's say I have a project that spans from this period to this period. And let's just say this period of time was a period of 2 years. We'll say, and just do this by months, January of 2015 to December 2017. So that's this. And let's just call this Project 1 for now. And remember, I called this my IT project on our application. So this is project number 1. 2 years. If I had 2 years of work and 2,000 hours is 1 year, then that literally means 2,000 hours per year times 2 years equals 4,000 hours. So that's my answer for project 1. So let's go back to our application. My start date was January of 2015, and my finish date was July of 2017. Project role, for convenience, I'll put project manager because it is the swiftest project role that one can play on this application, which is in tandem with what you did. Primary industry, the example I gave would be communications. Save and continue. And then you fill out the rest of this information. And I'm just going to use information I already have. Under my title, you can put whatever it was. A maintenance expert, for example, you could put that. Or, to make the entire process easier, you could just put project manager. That being the case, click Save and Continue, and now we come to another page. Now I have to fill out my organization's contact information. So let's say my contact, or Larry's contact, was me. Relationship, I was a primary stakeholder. My contact email, sthomas@emailme.com, we'll say as an example. For a phone number, country code, for America, that's number 1. Area code, well, in San Antonio, Texas, as an example, it's 210, and the phone number will say 555-5555. Save and continue.